Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of Yharnam Nights. I'm not Lupus, and as you can see, our lifeless doll is now very much full of life and ready for us to use it.
It's creepy.
Yeah, I'm liking the dancing little guys over on the right. Apparently blood echoes are what we're pursuing.
We are pursuing blood echoes.
Does this doll have a name?
No. Not that we know of yet. We will find out later.
Okay. Sickly spirit.
Very well.
We do in fact have a sickly spirit.
Well, we need to consume more blood echoes or something.
Something like that. Right, so last episode, remember I consumed that man's knowledge and I got a point of insight?
Yeah.
That was so this episode I could level up.
You mentioned you're going for a skill build, which is kind of dexterity.
Right.
So why a bunch of endurance and vitality?
Okay, before I get into that, I just wanted to point out I needed 1 insight in order for the doll to be alive. If you have 0 insight, the doll is a doll.
Oh, that's why she's a person.
Yes, that's why she's a person now. Why vitality and endurance? Because vitality and endurance is really your 2 most important stats in the game beyond your weapon damage.
Health and stamina. More attacks is better than more damage.
Exactly. And so
that's true.
Not only that, but there are some boss fights that the bosses can just one-shot you if you don't have enough vitality. So it's really important at certain parts of the game to have a certain amount of vitality. So I always try to get my vitality and my endurance up to about 20, and then I take my vitality to about 25, and then I start putting points into whatever my damage stat ends up being.
What would the damage stat for this saw spear be?
I believe it's skill. I believe the saw spear is a skill-based weapon, while the saw cleaver is a strength-based weapon. But I don't entirely remember. The biggest reason that you use either weapon is because they're fast and they're serrated.
Okay.
The saw cleaver is actually, so interestingly enough, the saw cleaver is actually faster, has a faster R1 attack than the saw spear, but because it doesn't, I don't believe that it scales off of skill, and because it doesn't scale off of skill, I don't end up using it in this playthrough.
Okay.
So I take it you've got something sweet for us to use later on.
Which point?
I don't know, for some sweet skill weapon planned for us?
Yes, so this is going to be a Rikuya build, and we won't see that until later after we're deep into the expansion content.
Sure. Okay. Many moons in the future.
Many moons in the future. For now, we're going to pretty much deal with what the game gives us.
Okay, so at what point do their crazy-ass leap to those crows actually land their attack?
You know, I think it's from the start to the finish, so...
Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. You can time it so you can knock them out of the air, but yeah.
I've noticed you were running out of endurance a lot in the previous episode, so I can see why you pushed that a lot.
Yes, so it's really easy to run out of endurance in this. You can't just constantly R1. But here we go, here's the first boss fight.
Seriously? Sweet.
Boss fight time.
Right now.
There's no way there's a Minotaur here.
The fuck is that thing?
That's like evil ghost Minotaur.
Tree.
Yeah.
Ghost Minotaur tree.
Minotaur. Hey now. Smokey the Bear would be very disappointed in you.
He would, but Smokey the Bear isn't here and can't help me kill this damn thing.
Does it have a grab attack?
Does it have a grab attack?
Certainly looks like it.
I believe it can grab you.
Okay.
Also, there's right there. I got a visceral, a parry off. So I haven't figured out all of the ways to parry certain bosses, but bosses have parry triggers, and that's the parry. For whatever reason, I figured out on accident that was the parry trigger for this boss.
Okay.
You just like catch him with an explosion right as he's about to swing or something. That's what it looked like to me.
I'm pretty sure you can shoot him as well, but I just happen to be throwing a Molotov cocktail at him.
That's interesting.
Use these Molotov cocktails.
Yes, and then I
Is he
just
weak to fire?
Yes, beaks are weak to fire and they're weak to serrated weapons, and that's why I'm using fire and a serrated weapon.
That makes sense.
Oh, nice.
Where they're weak.
That's kind of the point. Yeah,
He has a name and it's Cleric Beast. I just noticed that at the bottom.
Cleric Beast.
I was not paying attention to the health bar at all.
Yeah, he's almost dead.
Bring that up, but
I was going to bring it up afterwards, and then I finally saw the health bar. I've been concentrating on the action because it's pretty rad.
You wrecked that guy.
yeah, I was worried that I would die.
Yeah, you did almost die there at one point. I'm surprised you didn't heal instead of throwing a Molotov when you ran.
Oh no, screw that guy. Yeah, and we got the badge there for. That badge is for a to allow us to buy a weapon at the Blood Echo vendor. But it's a strength-based weapon, so I don't buy it.
Yeah. So do they work like boss souls? Can you redeem them for Blood Echoes if you're not going to use the item?
No.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
But you're immediately going to spend your Blood Echoes on more stats.
Absolutely.
Yeah, buddy.
And here's where I level up some skill.
So does this work such that each stat point costs a little bit more than the previous?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Farewell, good hunter.
So here I'm going to grab the Old Hunter Bell, which that allows me to spend 1 point of insight and summon an NPC.
Welcome.
Cool.
So like
hey.
NPC to do what?
Did you speak
To help me fight.
Okay, like you can summon an ally.
You have 5 insight now. When did that happen?
So I wanted to mention that whenever you see a boss, the first time that you see a boss, you'll gain 1 insight. So if you were paying attention at the beginning of the fight, my insight jumped from 1 to 2. And then at the end of the fight, I gained 3 insight for killing the boss.
Ah, the little ones, inhabitants of the dream.
Is there any value in hoarding a bunch of insight?
Yes, there is, because insight allows you to summon other players, NPCs, and it will allow you. They're at 10 insight, an insight vendor appears in the Hunter's Dream, so you can spend insight on items.
Okay.
And there's some items that are insight only. And then here is the Beckoning Bell. The other one was the Old Hunter Bell. This is the Beckoning Bell, and ringing the Beckoning Bell allows us to summon other players, but it also forces us to open ourselves up to being invaded.
So the old hunters are the NPCs you can summon, but the beckoning is other players?
Yes.
Also, I feel the need to mention that whatever doll lady was saying about the little guys, I think she's right. They are kind of sweet.
They're sweet, yeah, and that they're pretty sweet looking. They're pretty metal.
Yep.
So,
pretty much.
I have a mechanic question for you. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Here's
No, go
essentially here's Gilbert. That's just leading us to the next area, which was the aqueduct, which we've already been through. I just kind of missed that dialogue whenever I had the opportunity to take it. But I'm sorry. What was your mechanic question, Randomus?
So
From there, an aqueduct leads to the cathedral ward.
man, it's gone. It'll come back to me in a second. It'll come back in a moment. Don't worry.
So I also wanted to point out that she's saying that those little guys are worshiping you. That's kind of neat. A little weird.
Oh yeah. So the beckoning bell. How does that function mechanically? Does it work basically like a white soapstone? Like, do you put a thing down and someone else comes and looks at it?
No, you ring the bell and you're waiting to match up with someone who is ringing I think it's the small resonating bell.
Okay. So one of you rings one item and the other rings another, and it links you up?
Exactly.
Okay.
But while you're ringing it, you can get invaded.
Yes.
So you can't just leave something that passively invites you to be summoned or something?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Unfortunately. You have to be in a specific area and ring your... I want to say it's the small resonating bell.
It's another bell that we've not run into yet?
We haven't, because we have to buy it at the Insight vendor.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
And then the small, I believe the other one is the small Sinister bell, and that is the one that allows us to invade other people who are beckoning players for help, essentially.
So are we going to
Okay.
play with this sinister bell at some point?
Oh, we get to give this lady her music box back.
We are, well, not yet.
Oh, we're playing the music box to summon the mother.
Yet, no. Just wait.
Okay.
It's going to be fun.
I mean, I guess
another
it is
boss fight
true.
coming up. Yes. We do have another boss fight coming up, and what I've been doing lately is I've been trying to cut out any kind of backtracking footage, but I left this in to give us time to talk to, leading up to the boss fight.
Yeah, seems good. So
Yeah.
we're headed to a boss here, you say?
We are headed to a boss. We're headed to the second boss of the area, and it's I believe it's the last boss of this particular area. So we should be advancing to the next area before the end of the clip.
Sounds
The
good.
aqueduct was the area that
And
was full of water, right?
here it is. The aqueduct was the area that's full of water, the sewer area.
This looks like a boss arena. Yep.
Oh,
It
cutscene.
most certainly is.
He's just hoeing the graves. He's taking care of the place.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's watering the place with blood.
He's making sure that this place stays in business.
Yeah, he's
what's
a
that thing
caretaker.
around his neck?
I don't entirely know.
All over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
So there's
So
our
he's-
insight game.
He's blind? No.
No, he's not blind.
That's interesting that he and the guy in the intro video both had that eye covering.
That is a common thing with the citizens of Yharnam. There's definitely some lore speculation as to why that's occurring, but there's no solid confirmation.
Hey man, you're selling to an audience that all played World of Warcraft.
That's true.
Yeah, but I didn't play it with blind people.
Hey, Ian
I'm
was
just-
a baller, okay?
Okay. So you're pretty much just trying to parry his aggression because he seems to rush the shit out of you.
This guy seems real
He
mad.
does. He is really mad. And he's using the axe that we can pick up in the beginning. So he is a hunter. Or he was a hunter at some point.
So he's saying you'll be a beast, or is he a beast?
He's saying that all hunters eventually become beasts anyway, so
Why not kill us now?
why not kill us exactly?
Fair.
It's preventative killing.
It's interesting that he seems to have poise, and it takes a bit to stagger him out of that.
It's true.
This guy is really parryable, though. Oh.
Not anymore.
What?
guess he can't
Oh,
really-
shit.
He sure does. And here is where we want to use the music box.
Oh, okay.
So remember Daddy Forgets Us?
Oh, okay.
Forgets
Oh.
Us.
It is father, I see.
Well, I believe he's also a priest.
Well, yeah,
Cleric.
but an excellent double entendre.
Yes. So this is the little girl's father who forgets himself, and that's why you need to play the music box. And
Because
the
it
music-
makes him remember himself, so you can
Yes.
murder the shit out of him.
Exactly. So without that music box, it's pretty funny. This playthrough, I've whiffed so many times on backstabs and parries, and
You got that guy
normally-
real good.
Yeah, normally normally I get a backstab off on that guy, and whenever I play the music box, he'll stagger, and I'll get behind him, and I'll do a fully charged R2 attack. He'll drop to his knees, I'll get the backstab, and then he only has about, 10% life left.
Oh.
So normally I do that. This time I did not, so I just pretty much powered out a win
Well-
on that one instead of being, graceful or anything.
It seemed like the music box gave you an awful long time to beat on him.
It sure did. And without that, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that guy seems
Yeah, it
nice. He
seems
gets
like-
more aggressive and just hits way harder.
He does. He's so aggressive when he hits that form.
It
You just
basically
wanna-
didn't
you wanna
seem
bring
like
him
he had
down.
any openings at all during that.
Not really. You want to bring him down as fast as quick possible. So here's the brooch. Here's Mommy's brooch.
Is there a corpse nearby?
Yeah, I just picked it up off the corpse. It's right there.
Oh.
It's kind of hard to
Oh
see.
yeah.
It is a little hard to see.
Yes.
But, oh shit.
So that was the little girl's father, who most likely killed the mother.
By throwing her into the roof.
What I assume is that he killed her with the axe and then threw the body up there, or killed her with the axe up here and then threw the body on there. So here's the brooch, a woman's bright red brooch engraved with the name Viola. Perhaps the jewel is a gift from the hunter. Use the change into a droplet blood gem that fortifies any weapon.
Any weapon, eh?
Any weapon, which is really cool because there are some blood gems that can go in any slot, and I believe that is one of the blood gems that can go in any slot. There are different shaped slots in weapons, and some slots cannot accept certain slots only accept certain types of gems.
Sure, yeah.
So-
The round gems don't go in the square holes, stuff like that.
Exactly, but this round gem I believe goes in every hole.
Okay.
I see. So you're saying
I'm gonna point out.
this gem had daddy problems?
This gem did have daddy problems.
Oh dear. You seem to almost be at 10 insight.
Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close.
You get 4 for every boss, right?
And I could be using the madman's knowledge that I've gotten. So here's the lore note is kind of important later. I guess I'm not gonna read it out loud now, although apparently I left myself plenty of time to.
Birkin with Spider hiding all rituals, and it keeps the masters.
Yes, all manner rituals, and it keeps our master hidden from us. Here's the Blood Gem Workshop tool. So now we can infuse our weapons with blood gems. So a misplaced workshop tool from the hunter's dream. The hunter who retrieves them can fortify the weapons by kneading blood gems into them. Blood gems add properties to weapons when used to fortify them, as blood defines an organism.
Okay.
So yes.
So we're taking this thing that we found in a chest in the real world back into our dream with us? Because
Yes, we
it was
are.
misplaced from that dream to begin with? Question mark?
No.
Okay.
Well, it said it was a misplaced tool.
You'll see later.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it.
I gotcha.
I have to ask, are you defined as always wearing the hunter's clothes in that cutscene?
No.
Hmm.
Or, well, to my knowledge, you don't. But this also is the best armor that you can get at this point in the game, so I always have it on. But I believe the cutscenes work right.
Yeah, I think
So
that they
here's
use
Oden.
your equipment.
Here's Oden Chapel.
Should we know about Oden? Or is this like ye olden god, ye Odin?
No. So it's not Odin, as in
Yeah.
the god. The guy.
I assumed not.
The
Oedan, Odan.
Okay. Odan.
OED. Oh no, Odon. Oedon.
Okay.
Okay.
So this
You must be
this guy is.
very
I don't
sorry.
really know what he is,
Incense must have masked
but
the scent.
he's hanging out here in Odin Chapel. He's saying
I've been waiting
that
for one
the incense master sent, which is why you see incense all over the town. The incense is used during hunts to mask scents so that beasts won't attack the people who are hiding from them. It keeps the beasts away.
Oh, and they mentioned that they could smell you earlier.
Yes.
The guy through the window.
Yes.
The stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yharnam's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Oden Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over, if you wouldn't mind.
Nope, don't trust him.
I know
He
I
laughed.
shouldn't be asking you.
Dark Souls laughs are bad.
If you happen upon someone while hunting,
But everyone does.
tell them if they seem well, and I.
Yeah, but
I mean, I don't disagree with you. But that's just a fine assumption in a From game.
It's true. So Odin Chapel essentially works as the by the way, here's the door that we can't go through. We have to do a thing to go through the door, but later we'll be able to go to a different area once we do the thing.
We just have no reason why this door's locked.
No, it's just locked. It's just there. Sadly, now we're kind of getting into the chapel district. This is well, maybe not the chapel district.
Oh,
Who's this guy?
hello.
So these are, yeah, these are
The Weeaboo Knights.
yeah, they are the Weeaboo Knights. These are guys who are obviously not human. I don't really want to spoil
Yep.
lore-wise what they are, but they're not human.
We will find
Yeah, he's
out.
wearing a tree mask.
Or in the future.
At some point in time in the future, yeah.
After
So-
getting our ship pushed in by crows again.
Oh, always. So this is the church district. You're going to see many chapels and a main chapel, and pretty much anything to do with the healing church branches off of this area for the rest of the game. So the guy back there, he asked you to start collecting people. So any NPCs that you find that actually are sane, you can tell them to go to the chapel, and they'll go and be safe there.
Does that include like some vendors or something? Does that become like a new little hub?
It is like a hub, but there are no vendors there. You'll see
Okay.
as we go, but there are no
Hey, the
vendors
shit
at the hub.
shield.
Yeah, we got the shitty shield that we'll never ever use.
Aw.
It's the same shield that those guys with a torch and the shield have. And I don't know why I just stood back there so long. I was just like, surely there's something back here, right? But
No. You just wanted to set up for demonstrating that fire bad, it hurts us.
Yeah, that's very true.
Thank you for your mechanics demonstration.
No problem.
Success.
I'm a big fan of running into fire needlessly.
Okay, so why are those guys wearing bells? That seems to be a thing.
Bells are kind of a common theme in this, and it seems that there are multiple worlds, and the bells link the worlds together, kind of like in Dark Souls. But I don't know. I think that's speculation.
That's a mask, right?
That's a what?
The thing on their face. That's not their face. That's a mask, right?
That is their face.
Oh. The fuck?
Okay then.
I don't want to spoil the lore, so we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what I'm noticing. And
Those guys are kind of funky.
Finally got to top that.
oh, okay.
Yeah. That's fun,
Okay.
right?
There are dimensional rifts. Good to know. Oh, please tell me we're gonna be in rifts.
Are we going to be in rifts?
I mean, are you gonna get high off a bunch of drugs and use that power to kill people?
I wish.
Are you gonna juice it?
Oh
Well, I've
man.
been juicing it the entire time, right? I've been like taking blood left and right.
You're like blood dope.
Yeah,
man.
that's
It's a
my
little
point.
different, right?
That is.
I mean, you'd be great in like the
Keeps
Tour
you
de
going.
France or something.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. So here's another little chapel that we're going to. I think I'll almost eat it here. I don't remember. I keep swinging there to gain my life back, because as they're dying, there's a certain period of time where you can like just keep swinging and you'll get your life back. I think it registers a hit for whatever reason. I don't know, but I exploit the shit out of it if I can.
Fair. You're really low on ammo.
I sure am. That's another reason why I'm not parrying people right now. I accidentally stepped on a blood thing there.
So
Anytime I activate those, it's a complete accident because I have no interest in seeing how other people died. I've died so many times in this game, but I know how they died because I've probably died like that.
man, I'd love to see the ones when you know that they're gonna be good.
That's true.
Ye olden mimic kill.
Oh man, just like find the mimic chest and there's just a dozen bloodstains around it.
The madman's knowledge.
Try bravery.
Amazing chest ahead.
I think that is the best note of all the notes.
It goes everywhere. No, I mean praise
It-
the sun is
it really
certainly the
does.
best.
That's true. Praise the sun.
No, you're both wrong. It's try jumping.
No, that's not a bad one either. There are some spots where you can get some people with that. If you see a try jumping and there's a dozen bloodstains around, you should be wary.
In the place in the game where there actually are illusory walls, I really like
Oh shit! You're getting wrecked.
Hard.
guns. Guns hurt.
Was that
Like-
second dog like a hidden one?
They were both up here, and they're just kind of waiting on you.
A man and his dog.
A man and his dog.
But on the Harlan Ellison sense. I mean, we are pretty post-apocalyptic, I guess.
So what exactly are we looking for here? We're just like looking for someone to talk to about blood administration or something?
Well, we're trying, kind of, right? It's intentionally left vague. Gilbert keeps telling you, try this, try that. There's a note. I don't know if you remember this, but there was a note at the beginning of the game, a lore note that said, "Seek the Pellblood to transcend the hunt." And so we actually, part of the dialogue that we have with Gilbert, you ask him what Pellblood is,
And he's got no
like,
fucking clue.
yeah, he doesn't know what Pellblood is, but he tells you to go to the church, and now we've finally gotten to the church. And here is the first person. I look back here because for some reason, I remembered there being a thing back there, but there wasn't.
Praise the sun.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you?
Praise the sun. So here's our first. Well, I guess not your first, but your third little buddy in the game,
You may call me Alfred,
Alfred.
protege of Master Ligarius.
Oh, sweet. Is he going to take care of our Batcave?
So,
Nope.
what
He is a
say you?
hunter of vile bloods.
Prey
He
might
is
differ,
an
but we are hunters, the
an
both of us.
executioner employed
Why
by the
not
church.
cooperate and discuss the things we've learned.
Let us cooperate.
Very good.
Is there ever any reason to be a dick?
Take this to
Not
celebrate
really.
our acquaintance.
That's a difference.
Oh, we get new
Hunting
emote.
is a
Sweet.
sacred practice.
Yes.
May the good blood guide your way.
The good blood, as opposed to all that other blood, and the blood's blood.
Go on.
Well,
Just
remember,
tell me what
in
piques your interest.
just a minute ago, he said he was a hunter of vile
As you know,
bloods.
the Healing Church is the fountain.
Are those hunters that have turned?
We'll talk about that in a
I'm a
minute.
simple hunter,
Okay.
quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the institution, but I have heard that the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral.
Well, we need to go there.
And that counselors of the old
We
church
absolutely need to go
reside
there.
in the high stratum of the cathedral ward.
So we need to head
If you
upwards.
seek blood healing, and the church is willing, you should pay
Let's
them a
climb the
visit.
church for redemption.
Byrgenwerth is an old place of learning, and the tomb of the gods, carved out below Yharnam, should be familiar to every hunter. Well, once a group of young Byrgenwerth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Byrgenwerth. But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the Healing Church has declared Byrgenwerth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate. I bid you farewell.
So here
It
we
has been
are.
a
We're
pleasure.
starting to gain a little
May
bit
the
more
good
insight
blood
into the
guide your
world.
way.
We found out that the scholars of Byrgenwerth dug into the tomb of the god, what they refer to as the tomb of the gods, I guess deep below, and they found a holy relic or whatnot that allowed for the foundation of the Healing Church and the blood ministry. So right there, they tell us the source of healing was found in this tomb, what he refers to as the tomb of the gods, which hunters know about apparently, and that whatever they found there, the church is now using for blood healing.
It all comes back to fucking medium cups. Of course it does.
It does.
Oh, that's the guy from the beginning of the game.
Yeah, except he has full health and is ready to kill me. But then I did the killing.
Rude.
Worth a bullet.
And violent.
I was the violence all along.
So you switch your other hand just so you can actually see what's going on here.
Right. I kept thinking that there was an item. Go ahead.
You can switch what's in each of your hands individually.
Yes, you can equip 2 things in each hand. There are
Yes.
specifically left-hand items and right-hand items.
Roll through the coffins. Okay, roll through the baby coffins, because those are specifically children coffins.
Well, we haven't used them yet.
Well, yeah, but they're not going to fit an adult. I mean, I guess they'd fit midgets.
Just use 2.
That seems like work.
I mean, you already have this big ass saw. They won't be a big deal.
It's
You're
work.
strong enough to rip people's spines out. This won't take but like 2 or 3 smacks.
You underestimate just how lazy I am.
Well, yeah. Make the hunter do it. He already does that kind of stuff all the time.
Yeah.
That's what hunters do, right?
Yeah, it seems like it might be an arena for something.
I
Oh,
guess we'll see.
sweet.
Pungent blood cocktail. It's kind of interesting, actually. They're using... Blood has become so popular that they've turned it into a cocktail drink.
I mean, we have Bloody Marys, and they're pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good point, but they don't actually have blood in them, and this does.
Touche.
Although I have to say, it's probably the least used item for... When it comes to me, it's the least used item in my playthrough.
Perma-healing?
Yeah, well, it's not for healing. So...
What's it do?
We can get to that probably in the next episode.
Oh, we are.
Alright.
At an end, aren't we?
Yeah, we're pretty much here at the end, and we're... Well, I'll just let it play out. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Certainly.
Uh-oh.
Come back and see us again.
On the next Yharnam Nights.
To Mordor!